Hi, I'm Ray, and this is TinyTableGames. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today I'm doing something slightly different. It's not technically a board game, it's a card game. Lorcana, one of the Illumineers quest boxes, one that just came out in June called Palace Heist, where basically Jafar is taking over again and you have to race around and stop him. It's made for 1 or 2 players, as all the Illumineers quests are, and it's basically a one versus the game or many versus the game as a cooperative setting. Kind of a different style of play from the head-to-head version that Lorcana usually uses. There's one other, I believe, Illumineers quest box out, which was against the Sea Witch from Little Mermaid. Not my favorite, always liked Jafar better. So when this one came out, I thought, hey, let's give that a try. So let's open her up, take a look, and see if we can't play through. So here's the Palace Heist box. Notice Jafar's taken over. Team up to defeat him. Fairly solid. They certainly do good box art. Steal back the crown. Having reforged the broken Hexwell crown, Jafar is transformed into a formidable supreme sorcerer of Lorcana. It's now up to you to sneak into his stronghold and snatch the reforged crown before he becomes all-powerful. A threatening chase. In this game of keep away, a ruthless underling or item from Jafar's deck is all he needs to seize the crown. But make it through the traps and obstacles he set up throughout the palace and you'll recapture the source of power. Jafar will do anything to stop you. From his self-playing deck, he deploys perils and defenses from colossal moving statues to deceptive illusions. One Jafar scenario deck, 50 cards. 2 player decks, 60 cards. With storage boxes, 1 oversized Jafar card, 1 reforged crown tile, Palace Heist game rules, Palace Heist playmat. Oh, that's interesting. Probably paper. 2 cards featuring 4 battlegrounds, Jafar draw token, 5 lore tracker tokens, 29 damage, and 1 victory card. It's taped on all 4 sides, really? Okay. Opening box, take 2. Oh man, they even got the artwork on the inside of the box. You gotta admit, that's kind of fancy. Shrink wrapped. Palace Heist, the rules. This must be the oversized Jafar card. Supreme Sorcerer of Lorcana, Jafar's throne room. Secret passage, the crown chamber. Looks familiar and full alert. Wow, this is surprising. Look, it's an actual board. Fold out. And it's 2-sided. Very fancy. Actually, way better than the little paper fold out they used to use. Or maybe they still do in some things, but not for this one. The reforged crown. Wow, I gotta say the components are a lot better than I expected them to be. This reforged crown thing is actually also printed on cardboard, like cardstock board game style. And 3 tuck boxes, 1 for Jafar and 1 for each of the 2 decks. I guess it's Pinocchio and Elsa and Goofy and I don't know that one. Look at that, full art all the way around. Tokens, hey, they're pre-punched this time. Ooh, now that is luxury. Here's deck 1. Oh, this looks exciting. Be it known, the contents shall remain hidden while I, Jafar, am Sorcerer Supreme of Lorcana. Or Supreme Sorcerer. Caution. Supreme Sorcerer, not Sorcerer Supreme. That's a different job. So I am guessing this is Jafar's deck. Since it had that do not open thing just under it. Metal Scorpion. Oh, I like the artwork. Palace Guards, Iago. Now I know it's for sure Jafar's. Razul. He's got a knife. We all have a knife or a sword. A diamond in the rough. Man, I really like the artwork on this set. But I'm a big Aladdin fan, so Sandwave, Mechanical Snake, Transform and Slither Out, Hall of Illusions, Inkmote. Oh, that makes sense. It is, after all, Lorcana. Okay, so I'm going to tuck that into Jafar's tuck box in the assumption that that is correct. Leave that alone. Is this anything? Nope, that's just spare to hold it. Does a tuck box fit in there if you take that out? It does. Well, well, well. Now that's some well-designed stuff. I am more impressed by the minute with this. All right. Let go. There we go. Gosh. Groundbreaking Chef Goofy. And Bolt. Ah, that was his name. I never did see that one. Lilo. Rhino, Revive. Jafar, I guess? I don't know. We shall see. And? Ha 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 ha, look at that. Pinocchio. Yeah. And Elsa, which is such a weird combo, but all right. But she has Winter Wall. And after all, she can cast Winter Wall into the unknown. Well, I mean, that would be a song. Yep, a lot of Elsa, a lot of Anna. I'm not saying a whole lot of Pinocchio. Oh, well, I spoke too soon. You know, there's a reason they made it Disney Springs, bro. Yeah. Man, I gotta say, again, component quality, box storage, A's all around. It just looks nice. Okay, well that's an A++ for Ravensburger on that one. That's probably the best multiplayer starter type situation I think I've ever seen for something like that, at least especially for Lorcana. Wow. Very cool. That reminds me of the old magic cubes that they used to sell. But anyway, that's awesome. Next step is to read up on the rules and let's see how to play. Okay, here's roughly how the setup goes. Here's my deck down here. Here's Jafar's deck, the reforged crown that we're trying to steal. The location we're doing this in, Jafar's throne room. This is the easy difficulty and the one suggested in the rules to start with. All of Jafar's characters come in play exerted, and the Illumineer can cast using lore effects. For 3, you can deal 5 damage to a chosen character, which is kind of amazing. For 2, you can give another Illumineer 2 lore, so swapping out lore, but I'm just me, so really can't use that one. And 1, chosen character gains resist +1 till the start of your next turn. So buffs and fireballs, basically, which is pretty cool. Down here is the lore tracker, obviously the big snake head there, which is kind of a cobra, sort of, is Jafar, and down here is my lore tracker. One thing I think it's worth noting, by the way, is if you are new to Lorcana, this is not the set to start with, because it doesn't tell you how to play. I mean, it tells you how to play Jafar and the variances from a regular game, but as far as a regular game goes, it only tells you, it's like, look, here's a one-page thing. Look, you can do this, and then refers you to the regular rules if you need help. Or the website, which I don't recommend because I hate the website. Okay, so on Jafar's turn, things are a little bit different than you might imagine. It's ready. If he had any cards out, we'd ready them. Set, ready, set, resolve, basically. If he has the crown reforged, he gets 2 lore, check. Resolve the row. If he has any characters or stuff in play, if an item has an ability to exert, he'll do it. If something can quest, they will. If they can't quest and they have reckless, they challenge. Otherwise, the character does nothing. And then draw. 1 at a time, Jafar draws the number of cards indicated by his draw token. At the moment, Jafar is drawing 2, because that's where it starts when you're playing as one person. Don't reveal these cards yet. Play them face down in a pile next to his deck. All right. Okay, there we go. Jafar reveals and acts on every card in his hand one at a time. After finishing with each one, move on to the next one until he has no cards left. Turn the card over to reveal it. Sandblast. Then check its cost and the amount of ink in his inkwell. Jafar doesn't have to pay ink to play cards, he just has to have it. Oh, interesting. Sandblast. Well, that requires 2. Jafar deals 1 damage to each opposing player. Things are getting a bit rough, aren't they, Jafar? If he doesn't have enough ink to play the revealed card, put it in his inkwell face down. Okay, now his next card, which requires 4, so he doesn't have enough for that yet either, but into the inkwell it goes. What do we got? Some stuff's kind of promising. Stitch. Whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may draw a card and gain a lore. Raya. Okay, I think we're gonna ink Pluto, because yeah. And obviously that's about it. Back to Jafar's turn. He picks up 2 because, hey, he's got the crown. Mumble, mumble. And I've got nothing. He draws 2 cards again and acts on the first one. The Sultan requires 4. Happily, he doesn't have it, so he inks it. And the next one is 2. He has enough for that. The Royal Armory, heavily guarded. Resist +1. Damage dealt to this location is reduced by 1. So, he has 1 location in place, and that's the end of his turn. Back over to us. Let's see. I hate to ink Stitch, but I think we may need to. Or maybe, yeah. Sorry, buddy. He's getting stitched, or getting inked, getting stitched. And we will bring out Penny, I think, right? Well, actually, instead, invited to the ball. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, put revealed characters in your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Sounds good to me. Card 1, hey! And card 2. Yeah, that worked out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nothing like a little card draw advantage. Okay, and that's the end of our turn because we used all of our ink. And it's back to Jafar, who's still drawing 2. He picks up, I think at 10 lore, he goes up to 3, or is it 20 lore? I'll have to double check. If we had more players, he'd be drawing more cards. Let's see, his armory doesn't do anything on its own, and here we have Iago. Well, crap. 1, 2, 3 cards in his inkwell, so he needs a 4th one for that. Goodbye, Iago. And now, Palace Guard, Crown Hunter. When Jafar plays this character, he steals the reforged crown. Well, he's already got it. And his card comes out, because we're in the throne room, he comes out exhausted. Gonna ink Healing Touch, which is probably a mistake, but maybe not. And bring out Raya. Okay, now we're back to Jafar's turn. He readies. Let's see, if he has the Crown Reforged, still does, that's 2. If he has E locations in play, he gains lore equal to their total lore value. That's another one. The character can quest, they do. So he picks up 1 more lore. So, 1, 2. First one is the Treasure Guardian. Great. Illumineers cannot use battleground abilities. And a second card that comes out, because he's got 4 cards in his inkwell. Razul, the bodyguard. Boy, I feel like we're going to lose real quick at this rate. This character enters play exerted. Yeah, everybody does. Woof, and he's got the bodyguard ability. Yikes. So he's going to be picking up 5 lore on the next turn. That is not great news. So to steal the crown, we have to get rid of his location first. Oh boy. Draw a card. I think I'm gonna have to ink this one, and then we're going to pay 1 for Mulan, 2 for Trusty, the loyal bloodhound. And when Mulan is played, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. Oh, Hercules. Well, well, well. And we will discard Penny, I guess. And I think Raya is going to quest this turn because we need some lore. Who readies everything. And the rule of thumb for Jafar is everybody quests if they can. So he gains 2 for the crown. Everybody quests, so it's 1, 2, 3, plus 1 for there, so 4 more. So he's all the way up to 14 already, on his way to 40. And then he draws 2 cards. And the first one is a 5. He can't play that one, so Inkwell. And the second one is a 4, Jasmine, Ephemeral Princess. This version may be less substantial than the real princess, but she'll do. That's a little creepy. All right. Fresh. Draw, what we gonna do, Training staff. But in this case, I think we're gonna turn it into ink, and we're gonna use 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, for Hercules. Trusty is gonna quest, so he will add his strength to Mulan. So Mulan's up to a 4 now, and we pick up 1 lore from that. And Raya will also quest to pick up 2 more lore. And we are going to burn 3 lore to go back down to 2 in order to do 5 damage to the Royal Armory. And then Mulan is going to challenge with her 4/1 to finish the armory off. And that's everything we can do. So that's the end of the turn. Back to Jafar, who resets, picks up 2 for the crown. Everybody's gonna earn lore, so now he's at 20, so he bumps up to 3 cards per turn. And how much does he have in his Inkwell now? 3, 4, 5. Okay, so his first card, Basil, the Shadow Sleuth. Basil, what are you doing, man? The next one is Aladdin. Yeesh. Man, we're just getting buried. And Abu. Oh boy. At least they come out all tapped. Or excuse me, exerted. And back to us. We are falling very behind. Okay, draw 1 card. Well, we can steal the crown. So we're definitely going to do that. And I think we're going to bring in Bolt next. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's him into the game. Boy. I think we might have to ink Dr. Calico. Because that brings our inkwell up to 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. So Raya is going to quest to claim the crown. Hercules challenges is a 4/4. If Trusty quests, he can give him his plus, so we'll pick up a lore for that. So that makes him 6/4. Also take out the Treasure Guardian, and he won't get rid of Hercules, so that's a plus. So we'll do that. And where's your discard? Oh, duh. Then over here with Mulan and Bolt can't do anything yet. Is there anybody she can take out? She can take out Basil, and she's going to. It's going to be a even Steven exchange. They're both gone. But it's worth it at this point. Okay, I think that's the end of the turn. Can't really do anything else. Card draws way down, but we had to burn cards like crazy. So, end of the turn, back to Jafar, who's got a nightmarishly large number of cards still. He does not automatically pick up 2. So instead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of lore as everybody taps. And then he draws 1, 2, 3 cards. We'll just do them this way. Disastrous Sandstorm. Each Illuminator chooses and banishes one of their items or locations. Well, I don't have either of those, so it doesn't matter. But he cast it, so good for you. Sandblast. 1 damage to each opposing character, then put this card into his inkwell face down. Well, that stinks. And finally, Destructive Misstep. Jafar's locations lose ward until the end of his next turn. The Illuminators may choose and banish up to 1 of Jafar's locations. Well, that would have been really cool a little while ago. Everybody refreshes. And hopefully draw something amazing. Yay, and there's Goofy with his pancakes. At the end of your turn, you may remove up to 1 damage from each of your other characters. Well, hello, Goofy. Gosh. That's too deep, huh? Gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready each character you remove damage from this way. Wow. That's crazy powerful. Thank goodness. Okay. So we need to start doing some challenging still and lore, or he's going to just clobber us. So Trusty will again support, so he'll quest for 1. Thanks, Trusty. And Bolt, same thing, so that's +4, and pick up 2 more lore. +4 to Hercules. He's going to take 2 more. Well, we might as well have him take this guy out, and then we'll take out Abu on the next turn. So he takes 2 more damage. But this guy's gone. And Raya, who's at a 3/4. Should she trade for Aladdin? No, she shouldn't. She should just quest for lore, and she will. 10 lore. And now we will burn 5 lore to do 5 points, or 3 lore? 3 lore to do 5 points of damage, so down to 7. But it does 5 points of damage, and we will take out this guy. Before things get any more out of hand. And we should probably do it again, but we'll wait till the next turn. And now it's the end of the round. At the end of your turn, remove up to 1 damage from each of the characters. Bum, 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 bum. Pancakes do help out. All right. And everybody's readied once again. Now we're back to Jafar's turn. Thank goodness he didn't draw 50 more characters. So everybody's ready. Let's see. He doesn't have the crown resolved. So the best thieves can do right now is rack up 4 more and bring it up to 30 lore. Yikes. And now his 3 cards. Number 1, Arcane Quake. Exerts all characters they can't ready at the start of their turn. Oh, wow. That stinks. 1, 2, Mechanical Snake. When Jafar plays this, he steals the crown. Well, now things are just getting real bad. And 3, another Mechanical Snake. And look, it has the disassembled serpent. It takes itself apart to give him 2 lore. Yeesh. Okay, start of the turn. We got 2 cards. Nobody can refresh themselves. So we'll nuke Aladdin. And then we will burn 3 more to nuke one of the mechanical snakes so they can't do their disassembled serpent game. Although they're just a one-time shot, so maybe we should get rid of, nah, it's just 5 points, so it's got to be him. But it's probably worth it. We traded 3 for 2, but we're way behind. Okay, that's the end of the turn. There's not anything else we can really do. We can drop another bolt, I think, though. Right? Yep, we have another bolt, but maybe readied. Okay, so that was a miserable turn. And now we're back to Jafar, who picks up 2 because he has the crown. These guys all refresh. This one immediately destroys itself, so he gets 2 more lore. Bring him to 34. These 2 bring him up to 37. Card number 1. Jafar gains 2 lore. 39. Card number 2. Jafar returns all exerted characters to their Illumineer's hands. You've got to be kidding me. Wow, okay. I feel like I just got scooped completely. And his third card is Steal the Snake, or Steal the Crown again. Okay, well, oh, that comes in exerted, whoop-de-doo. Yeah, okay. So I'm at 1 lore, he's at 39 lore, and there's absolutely no way for me to stop him. So I think we can declare Jafar the victor. I believe I was told this was a kid's game. How come I got spanked so bad? Wow, Jafar is rough. This game's gonna be trickier than I thought. I was playing the easy level. No wonder it says in the rules that if you try anything other than the easy area, make sure you build a deck that's actually tuned for this, not just the decks they give you to start with. Yeah, wow, okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me get whipped by Jafar there. I am Ray, this is TinyTableGames. Thank you very much for watching, and I actually strongly suggest Illumineer's Quest Palace Heist from Lorcana. This one's actually a lot of fun and much harder than I thought. That said, thank you very much, and I'll catch you next time.